Yo, now I know it's been a long time since I released a video, basically a daily on the work of my life. So a lot has changed. I got a new mentor, got some new friends that I believe that we're gonna be doing like amazing. I don't believe actually, no. We're gonna be doing amazing things when it comes to helping people, um, get their stuff together. You get what I'm saying? Like my goal is to find that 1% of people that look like me, and then that 5% of working class people, which could be people that look like me as well, but also be those people of all people, right? The reason why I'm going for the 1%, I'm looking to touch those people, um, is because there are people who are in the hood like I once was, and I just needed that chance, the opportunity. A few years ago, a pretty long while ago, but when it comes to getting to the position I'm in, it was because I was given a chance. I was given an opportunity to become who I am today. You get what I'm saying? So I have an opportunity now to do something that, I feel like it's a once in a lifetime situation to get put into, but it's the amount of work that you do to get you put in those once in a lifetime situations and stuff like that. So I met a group of people, and this movement I want to support. We'll put the link in the description. It's called the Black Agenda. These guys are dope. They're building something huge, and like me personally, I know there are too, but me personally, I'm out here on my Nick Fury.
I am Iron Man. You think you're the only superhero in the world? Mr. Stark, you become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet. Who the hell are you?
And coming in just looking for people who want to become something, but they just need that thing, that advice, that wisdom, that mentor, that chance, the opportunity to be in those rooms with the people who are making things happen and stuff like that. So that's what these guys are about. And I'm looking to just help people, just like, hey, show them right. This is who we are. Because people like us aren't shown in the media. Like you just see a bunch of foolishness when it comes to us, a bunch of shenanigans that's happening out there and stuff like that. So I wanted to bring something different to the table. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you me working on an empire, something that's just incredible. These guys, they like one of the guys I could see me and him being best friends in the future as we get to know each other even more. We got the same vision and everything like that. And then his father was legendary, and he's not talked about.
Let's keep it going on the 2009 Trumpet Awards. Our next presenters are really handling their business. One's the president of a gospel music publishing and television company, and the other is a senior correspondent for the news magazine Inside Edition. Welcome, Teresa Hairston and April Woodard.
Thank you. This year's Trumpet honoree in the business world is a role model to anyone who dares to dream big.
That's right, Teresa. Michael V. Roberts has proven that confidence and hard work can make any dream a reality, not only for yourself, but for your community.
Michael V. Roberts is at his core a builder of institutions, a builder of dreams. The foundation for those dreams was laid during the humble but nurturing childhood of Michael and his brother Stephen in working-class St. Louis.
We weren't rich, we weren't poor, we just never had any money.
Supportive parents who instilled in Mike and Steve the importance of education led to the creation of a corporate dynasty on the banks of the Mississippi. Roberts & Associates not only became a construction management force to be reckoned with, but set the stage for the bigger picture, staying rooted in and revitalizing their beloved hometown.
When my friends moved to the suburbs from law school, I moved 2 blocks from the projects. I lived there for 10 years. All 4 of my children were born there. Their idea of a swimming pool was a fire hydrant.
In the early 80s, Roberts Properties began the process of acquiring neglected structures in depressed areas, transforming them into viable commercial and residential real estate. bringing goods, services, and quality of life back to the hood.
My objective was to first get what I would call street respect and be able to work within the inner cities.
This business visionary didn't stop at real estate. From wireless communications to Roberts Broadcasting, with several commercial television and radio licenses, Michael's giving the community a voice and, more importantly, a vocation.
An entrepreneur is interested in developing a degree of wealth for their family. A capitalist builds for generations.
Whether it's a historic landmark restored to thriving use, bustling retail outlets, hotel chains, lofts, or resort facilities, the Roberts brand is a consistent presence. Those that question that consistency will get their answer.
You didn't say that to Mr. Rockefeller or Mr. Mellon. You didn't say that to Mr. Walt Disney. You didn't say that to Mr. Hilton or Mr. Marriott. You don't need to say that to me. So what may seem like ego to you today, 40 years from now, will be legacy.
Michael V. Roberts, dedicated to renewing the urban landscape.
Please welcome the 2009 Trumpet Business Award recipient, Mr. Michael V. Roberts.
Thank you very much. Ms. Clayton, thank you very much for honoring our family, because that's how we look at our business, as one big happy family business. But I think it's important to note that family is always first, no matter how big or how large you become. Recognizing the importance of vision, direction, and confidence, I authored a book, Action Has No Season, The Secrets and Strategies of Gaining Wealth and Authority. I realized when I finished school, Black folks were not around to show me how to become successful or wealthy. We had to seek out those examples, but unfortunately, we could not find very many. So gentlemen like myself and ladies like many of you in this audience must begin to reach out to our young people and let them see you, so that they realize that success and successful people, people that will have money and have money, to do that, you don't have to rap. You don't have to be an illegal pharmacist in our neighborhoods. You have to be able to stand up and something that Barack Obama has found, and that is to be successful, stay in school, get educated, and the opportunities are out there for you. So I want to thank you very much for this honor. It is distinguished and it is special. We appreciate it. Good night. Thank you very much.
Especially too when it comes to the youth. The youth don't know who he is. Obviously, like people who are in like Gen X as well don't know who he is, and the millennials definitely don't know who he is as well. And that needs to change and stuff like that, because all we see is our billionaires be entertainment and stuff like that. You don't really see things in real business and stuff like. Well, I'm not saying that entertainment ain't business, but you don't see billionaires and stuff like that inside of the business world, like owning hotels, doing real estate development, all that type of stuff like that. You know, law firms, radio stations, telecom, these just things that, you know, our people just normally don't get into and stuff like that. And I want to introduce y'all to of this man and just bring y'all on a journey with me while I'm rebranding and taking them to the new era of business, as what I showed y'all when we get with clients and what we do with their business and stuff like that. So but another thing I do, I have my community working with a lot of the clients that I've recently got. So that's cool. And some of my community has worked on the Roberts Foundation, helping me with rebranding the website, adding AI into their companies and stuff like that. And they will be working with me on this whole journey on rebranding these guys, getting these guys to the modern age. So, as you guys know, I do not like online gurus, none of that foolishness. I'm not with it. I show y'all real business being done in real time and everything. Then I'm going to go over everything that I've done already. I should turn my camera on a long time ago, but I already done the work. So I'm going to basically show you what I've done, my thought process on it, and then what they will see when I present this to them and everything like that. So as you can see, real business over here. If you want to be a part of this journey, this movement, if you want to learn how to make this by doing real businesses, I'm talking, we help you start your business up with the LLC, the NIN number, the DUNS number, all the type of things that help you start 501c3s, help you with the WIA program, with a grant, what the government will pay you. So many different things. You learn different types of skill sets and trades and everything like that. And we help you if you want to sell information. Like we can help you where the government will pay you, and you ain't got to take money from the people, the innocent people on the internet. And everything that you will teach them, you will actually be doing in real life and everything. So if you want real skills like flying drones, cyber security, even when it comes to solar panels and stuff like that, we do all of the stuff. We show you how to do all that stuff. So if you want to learn how to make real money, real businesses, not that I'm teaching you how to make 10,000 a month, all that type of stuff like that, all that crap you see all over the internet. If you want to see and learn how to make real money, first, you can join the Discord. Discord is completely free. See that everything that I say is real. You get to talk to these guys and everything I'm about to talk about. You get to talk to Mike when he comes on the live stream and everything, that Mike Jr. You'll be able to see that. So come see if I'm lying. See if I'm capping. And see if any other guru do what I'm doing. Let's get into the computer. All right, we're in the computer right now. So first I wanted to talk about like basically our whole roadmap that we will be presenting now to our clients and stuff like that. We want them to, instead of me talking about it, me first, I like to do the work first before, I like to show you what I can do versus and tell you. Now, I highly promote this no matter how far along you are in business. I think that people should do that so people can be able to trust and transparent. People trust me like that because I show y'all first. Then I'm like this, now pay me this, right? I think that you should definitely use this method throughout your whole career. But I think that if you're just starting, right, you want to show value first, show that you're valuable. And these days where everybody's scamming and doing all the nonsense and stuff like that, I think that people really need to show that they're valuable. So bring something to the table, put some skin in the game before you ask for this. All right. So first, I had the client meeting with the clients, basically find out, hey, what's going on and stuff like that, before I even ask for the budget and stuff like that, because it's two things that can happen. So let's just say that they can't afford. Not normally, but sometimes a lot of these people can't afford us, but it all depends on where they at in business and stuff. Like some of these guys be going out of business underwater. They can't afford what we got going on here. So what we do is we talk, we figure out that, we get their website, we redo their website, add some AI innovation and stuff like that. So make them like a unicorn, put a plan together to help them get funding and all that types of stuff like that. So we do all that right there, right? But let's just say that they can't afford us. That's fine. We can use that. We can still use that website for, basically a case study and proof of work when we go to the next client and say, hey, look, this is what we have done. We've done this for another person that we was, we're trying to work with, but they weren't able to afford us, but this is what we can do and all stuff like that. So we have a bunch of that stuff here. But you can also hold that stuff due to the fact that the person can be trying to get the money back. So it's a lot of money up. They can get the money up. So it's a lot of ways you can use that method of doing the work first, due to the fact that it builds credibility. Also saves you a lot of time. So when you are working with the client, you are focusing on like basically updating things, fixing things, making their platform better, branding them and stuff like that. If you're rebranding them, branding them, you spend a lot more time on making the money versus just wait until you pay me and then I'll get to work. So after that, we go to the Spartan Lodge. And what we do is we basically plan everything that we do. So we sit with the team, which I'll show you that in a second. Let me show you what the Spartan Lodge look like. This is where we go at, and we this is where the magic is at. So since we can't, we pretty all over the world and stuff like that. So since we can't be all in one place, we can't fly, every day and stuff like that. We come hang out here. We come hang out here, and we get to work here. So there'll be a bunch of us in here. So we got like little rooms and stuff like that. So sometimes they come together and plan together and stuff like that. So this is pretty cool. This is what we use when we go to the lodge. All right, so after that, we put the website together. If they need a website, there's 99% chance they need a new website. Then we do the rebranding, which I'll get into the rebranding stage with all that stuff like that. Then we show them like the collaborations and all that stuff we can do. We come up with all type of ways like how we can keep, add them into our ecosystem. We will get into that in a second when we go down the road. Then to finish, we send the invoice. Like, all right, this is the blueprint, this is the skeleton, this is where we're going to go with this is how much it's going to cost and everything like that. And we make sure that we do amazing work to make sure that they stay as a client and we can continuously grow with them, make them more money, because the more money they make, some more things that we can do. You get what I'm saying? We make more money, right? The more money they make, the more money we make. And then, when they get funded and stuff like that, we do get percentages of that. We get like 2 to 3% of the funding, sometimes 5% of the seed rounds when we get them funded and stuff like that. So boom, you make them great. You see what happens. Then we got the ecosystem. So we find a way to add them into our ecosystem, because the way we have it, where we call it the trickle down, which the United States is supposed to do, but the money is going up to the rich people and everybody's staying rich up there. What we do is the trickle down, where we make sure that we pay people really well on our side, but what they have to do is they have to take 10% of that money and then go into our ecosystem, and then they shop and buy in there and keep money in house, keeping everything flowing inside. So we add our clients into our ecosystem, so they become a part of our family. So our family will end up start buying, their product and stuff like that. So they have customers there. Then we have the road to success. We basically do the same thing over and over, but as we continuously work on this platform, working on the brand, coming up with ideas to get them in front of people and everything like that, we are coming up with other ways to make the money, setting up like events and stuff like that, where we will have them there, all that stuff like that. So like myself, I'm gonna be sponsoring, starting this VC journey, investing in the companies and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on. I'm also might invest in some of these clients as well too. So there's a lot going on when it comes to what we're doing over here. So let's get into the men of the hour. Michael V. Roberts. You guys will learn about him, as you guys will see a lot of him on my channel, as I'll be working, building up his empire onto the modern day. And then my new soon-to-be best friend, which is his son, I can tell we got a lot in common. And he looks just like my brother too. Like my older brother Rob. His name is Robert too. So Rob, I never call you Robert. I never called you Robert a day in my life. But Rob, you see this? Yeah, this guy looks exactly like you. I'm gonna actually zoom in. He looks exactly like you. Look, if you put like this right here, you would think that's my brother, right? But anyway, this is Michael Jr. And this is my guy. He's actually a pretty dope guy. Make sure I'm gonna put his information in there. Make sure I go follow him. Shout out to him and everything like that. He's gonna teach us some stuff too. So this right here, this is gonna be the guy that handles all of our clients' business stuff. So this is the guy you want to know. This guy you will know too as well. But he's gonna be teaching y'all, dropping some wisdom, some gems that y'all need to know. All right. So what I did right here, we have redone their websites and stuff. We still like finishing everything like that. We add some crazy AI. I'm not gonna go into it because we got to make sure all the IP and all that stuff like that. All that stuff. The paperwork I get right with all this stuff. Cause I don't want to give up the ideas of what we got for these guys and stuff like that. But we got some crazy ideas inside of these websites. Okay, so you have that there. So this is basically the summary of who he is. This is basically the rebrand strategy of what I plan on bringing to the table when it comes to working with Michael V. Roberts. And then this is the summary of his son right here, Michael Jr. And this is the basically rebrand strategy, whereas me and him had working together, because you guys are gonna basically see the day I'm starting that back up, working with this and working with other companies as well too, but mainly this one because you guys want to see a $1 billion company being rebranded, right? So you guys will definitely want to see that, and you guys get to see the history of these guys as well too. So you get to see like me traveling, working with these guys and stuff. It'll be pretty cool for you guys to witness that. But this is basically going to be a duo thing where on his side he will show what he's doing on his side to basically walk in the steps of taking the empire to the next level, as his dad get up in age, and then he basically rebuild the brand on his side and then make his name and everything like that. So that's the goal I got with him. And then he's going to be streaming and everything like that too. So you guys get to go watch him stream, So these are the tools I told him, because he doesn't need all the, I don't need, I got cameras or myself around here. It's just me here. When I travel, that's when cameraman comes. But when it comes to in my house, I don't need anybody to do this for me. So that's what I did for him. Right here, set up the PC, got the link right here. Click the link, takes him there. He doesn't need to get an expensive camera. I don't think it doesn't matter how much we have. You shouldn't be just like dropping that crazy bread like this on there. It'd be the same camera. So it's the 4K camera. If he doesn't like it, he can just buy another one, right? When it comes to cameras, like I have a Canon right here, and I have a Sony. I have the good Sony everyone loves, and then this I have no clue what this Canon is, but it's a really good camera. It's the camera I use when you see the beginning of this video. He doesn't really need that right now, so he can use just like an Android iPhone for the moment, right? Until you're ready to take it to the next level. But as in just coming into the game, like I forgot to put like the microphones and stuff like that, which I'll put all that stuff there, like the Shure and stuff like that. You like, Mike, you need this. All right? You need this right here. Like, I don't recommend any other microphone. Like, this is the microphone you need. All right. So I'll have all that stuff here. And then we have like the plans, the type of content they'll make. I'm not going to give you too much on that. And then you have the concept that we're going to do, what me and Mike is going to do, Mike Jr., this one right here, this mic right here. What we're going to do is we're going to basically do like the Gary Vee type of thing where we show our life, so us traveling, like not us in hotels, but like because sometimes you end up being in a different place, and I'll be in a different place. So like when we travel and stuff, working on businesses, like these guys aren't the only ones I'm gonna be working with, but like I have to go to other companies, like people in different countries and stuff like that. You'll see that and stuff. So we're gonna bring this here, us talking on stage, and then just doing random things and stuff like that. So that's what this is about right here. This is the idea I have with Mike as well. I'm not gonna give you too much of his sauce. And this right here is the concept of, and there's not gonna give you too much of that sauce as well too. But this right here is basically his attorney office right here, which is his website right here. We rebranded from becomes the legal arm of our sector, right? So he helps all of our clients, all of our consultants, all of our artists that we manage. So the consultants that we manage, the artists that we manage, the businesses that we manage, everybody that we manage. These are the guys that they will be working with, and those type of things like that. So this is something that we put together. This thing is going to be this is pretty cool. So you guys gonna see a lot of this when I'm working with my clients. Just the rebranding case. It's like the FBI, but we're just putting everything together. So this is basically setting up the case and everything like that, right? So this is the whole concept of that. Yeah. So you'll see as time goes and days go, you'll see me add more and more and more onto this. You'll start to see like a black agenda, all the things. So as we sitting there having a meeting, I got a meeting with Mike. I'm going to be dropping that content. You actually don't see him though, that was my mistake. I have no clue what the hell I was doing that day. But it's a conversation you'll see with me and him, and you don't see either one of us there. But I don't know how I'm gonna release that. I have no clue. I don't know how I'll release that, but you'll see that conversation. And you're going to see us on live together and stuff like that. So probably won't be able to use that content because it's not me and him. It's like I had it on the screen, and then he was over here on this screen right here. So that was my fault. So I dropped the ball on that one. So, but you guys can hear the conversation. You can hear the type of conversations that we have and stuff like that. The plans that we have, and you're not taking anything that's like super personal. We don't talk about that personal, but like things that we don't want to get out there yet because we're still working on those type of things like that. So, so other than that, you guys will see this board as you guys see, and I think this whole board will, we fill these things up. So this whole board will be set up to where it's like clients we'll set them up with and all that stuff like that. So you guys get to see us rebrand this company. I mean, this empire, not just, this is multiple companies right here. This is multiple companies, but you get to see us rebrand this whole empire and take them to the new age. So by the way, we're gonna make them super cool. Like they'll be like, well, you got Elon Musk that engages with the communities of the people. Sam Altman somewhat, right? The guy who made ChatGPT. He kind of interacts with he's kind of not corporate, like he's getting to culture. You see Mark Zuckerberg is trying to do that, but we're gonna make these guys be like that culture, that when it comes to business and stuff like that. So we got Mike Jr. and myself gonna be helping with that. and we're gonna make these guys cool. So they are cool. They are very cool though, but we're gonna make them cool to you guys when it comes to the younger generation and Gen Z and everything. That no, Gen Z probably is younger generation, then Gen X and everybody. So you got to let you know, Dr. Michael V. He drops gems. He drops gems. Go check out his his work. Go check out his work. You guys gonna learn a lot about him with me, but go check out his work. All right, he drops gems. I think I drop gems. Yeah, this man been here way longer than I did. He drops, trust me, he drops gems. All right, so go check him out. I'll catch you on the next video. I know these videos normally be like an hour, but this is just me introducing the concept of, hey, I'm working on a $1 billion empire. Just want you to know. I want to watch it serious, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I don't do that either. I don't do the like, comment, subscribe thing, but I'm telling y'all, I want to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment on this right here, and we're gonna get Mike on. I don't know, comment something. I don't know what type of business you got going on or something like that. Comment something like that. And comment if you don't see the descriptions that you need to see, the links inside the description that you need to see. Make sure you comment that as well. And you definitely want to be paying attention to this, because if you don't know which way, like when it comes to business, we're going to show you a business being built from the ground, well, rebranded from the ground up. So as you see me building my business from the ground up, you get to see this business being rebranded from the ground up. So now you get to see two businesses coming to the new age. All right. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for watching this video.